Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. You can call me Alrighty. I appreciate you all, those of you that liked my previous video, that dropped comments. I read the comments and thank you. So this is another one, and today is Sunday. Happy Sunday to you all. I hope you went to church. I did, and it was amazing. I was blessed. And also, today is Father's Day. Shout out to the fathers out there. You guys are the real MVPs. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my uncles, every father in my life. I love you all. Happy Father's Day to you. So let's dive into the business of the day. It's actually an interesting topic, something I personally like. I had a conversation with someone, or was it like it was a question or something? So I decided to bring it to my show, to my channel. So the person asked, how do I balance social activities or social life and study in school? It's something that happens a lot. We like youths, we like to be here, to be there, to socialize, to have fun, to go out in school. Several activities like departmental parties we hold, a lot of activities, SCG, election. Even in the fellowship, you have reunion, you have concerts, you have a whole lot of activities. So how do I balance that with academics, with study, that I won't have to, one will not, especially the social life, will not affect the study, will not affect the school, the priority, the main thing. The first thing I would say is know what works for you. Yes, know what works for you. I'm going to use myself as an example. There are some people that they socialize a whole lot, and at the end of the day, it will never affect school. It will never affect studies. By the time results come out, one man child only, then sabi no be small. You guys, I know you know what I'm saying, and those of you that are in that category watching this video, you understand. I'm looking at you. They will be in class, they will disturb, they will trouble you, they will act as if they don't read, as if they know nothing, and you don't know their reading time. At the end of the day, they come out so bright, so outstanding. So know what works for you personally. Me, I'm the kind of person that I can't read once and understand. I will have to read over and over, get familiar with my book, to the extent that if it's a textbook, I will start to picture where that thing actually is, or that topic actually is in that textbook, because I've read over and over and over again. That is my own person. That is me. I don't just read once and assume I know this already and then go write an exam. That is not me. There are actually some people that merely flipping through, looking at textbooks or handouts, it's thinking they are getting something. Like, and I suppose that cram. Some people can cram a hababio. They can cram a whole textbook. So know yourself. If you are the kind of person that you can easily get carried away. There are some people that no matter how they go out, no matter how they party, they have their reading time. Like me, I don't read where there is noise. I don't, except I just want to like revise or just play with my book. If I really want to study, I don't like a noisy environment. I don't like where people are like too much making noise, playing music. I don't like it. I won't be able to get what I am reading. I'll just realize I'm repeating the same line over and over again, and at the end of the day, I am not reading. So know yourself. And there's some people, they cannot read without earpiece plugged in their ears. They cannot read without music. They cannot read without some like sound, background sound. They just love to hear something while they read. That's what works for them. So understand yourself. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. And those of you that do catch them young, for innocent girls, for these girls are just they do when they enter 100 level, when they enter as fresh students, there are these seniors that say they want to catch them young. They are catching them young. Emma, catch them young, catch them old, not old like old, catch them when they are ready, catch them when they actually want you, catch them when they want to do this, when they decided that yes, I want to have a relationship. Don't catch them when they are naive. These girls, they know nothing. Some people might get inside, the majority, they don't know shit, they don't know anything. So they come to school. So, and there are some students, there are some ladies that even from secondary school they already planned it, that when I get to school, my 100 level like this, I'm having boyfriend. Know yourself anyway. I won't say go ahead, I won't say don't do it, I don't criticize, I don't judge, but know yourself. There are actually some people that throughout school they have relationship, and at the end of the thing, that at the end of the day it works out, they settle down, good for them. But what about you? Are you the type of person that you are ready to dedicate yourself to a relationship alongside study, and you're going to balance it, and one will not affect the other? You won't cry afterwards? Are you that kind of person? Know yourself. Are you the kind of person that when you carry it away, when they buy stuff for you, and then you forget book, you forget your primary assignments, you forget your priority, your parents are home looking for your school fees, trying to take good care of you, to make sure you don't beg, you don't suffer, and then you're in school doing something else? Are you that kind of person? So understand yourself. And those of you that do the catch them young, please slow down, take it slow. Someone comes into school as a fresh student, you date the person, and the next set of fresh student that come, you dump that previous one, and then you go for a new one. That is not life. It doesn't make sense. Leave these girls alone. Let them come to school, let them understand the setting, let them get used to school, and then if they decide yes, I want to have a relationship with you, fine. Some of these girls are naive. When you catch them young, they fall in love, they're drawn in love, they love up completely, and at the end of the day, when you leave them, they are broken. And a teenager experiencing breakup already, it's possible it affects academics. So guys, please slow down, and this applies to guys too. When you enter school, know your primary assignment. In whatever you do, just know your primary assignment. And be careful attending events. Be careful. I realized most of these events, I'm out of school already, but when I was in school, I realized most of these events fall in the second semester. Yes, I know you know too. So they rush students. You see elections coming up, you're campaigning, you're attending what's it called, carnivals, or um departmental parties, a whole lot of parties. Also departments is a clinical. Those one is little election, you go and collect rice, this, that. At the end of the day, after the whole thing, exam timetable comes up, they'll be like, hey, semester to parí nìyẹn, exam today. Then you start running exam skitter. Some will not even have handouts. They'll start looking for materials to make copy of. Sorry about that. And it doesn't make sense. What I do is not as if I don't attend some of those parties, but when I realize very soon timetable will be out, we are approaching exam, I pull out, like I withdraw myself, I take it slow. There are times I'll be with friends gisting, and when I realize this thing it's not adding value, it doesn't make sense, I'm just there wasting my time, I generally find one corner, keep my head, do the needful. So please understand all these things so that you won't make mistakes. You won't make mistakes. So try not to miss lectures. Oh, that's another point. If you really want to excel in school, please try not to miss lectures. Most of these lecturers, they focus on their question. They focus on things they taught in class. There are so many things that a lecturer will say and will not be in the material. Actually, there are some people that even without attending class, they can read on their own and pass. Yes, that is them. They're intelligent naturally. But what about you? What about me? That I'm not that kind of person. I don't have that kind of brain. So I will have to attend class to hear from the lecturer, know what is what. There are some people is in their class they will give AOC. It will not be direct. You know AOC, area of concentration, Nigerian students. I know you understand what I'm saying. So they just say it, they just emphasize, you just realize this lecturer is dwelling too much on this thing, this topic. So they just emphasize, and you as a smart student know this probably could be AOC, and then put them down. But if you don't attend class, how do you get to know all these things? So that is it for today. For those of you that liked my previous video, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you all. This is already happy Father's Day, happy Sunday. I love every one of you. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, please share. Let this thing go, let it go viral. Thank you. I love that. So subscribe if you are new. Subscribe.